I'm going to walk through the required steps to set up an onboarding journey with a new task which initiates an Oracle Process Cloud flow, and then we'll look at the flow from an end-user perspective. For the purposes of this demo, we'll walk through a fairly common use case, that of generating an employee access badge for a new hire. Okay, so we'll start by looking at the checklist template section in the setup and maintenance area of HCM. I'm logged in as an HCM implementation user. You can see an existing list of HCM journey templates that have either been preceded by Oracle or have been developed by the customer. I've already created an onboarding journey which lists a variety of different tasks associated with onboarding. These include reviewing videos, completing the new hire profile, signing NDAs, etc. In addition, I've added a new task called Get Access Badge, which will be used to extend the journey to interact with external systems via Process Cloud. For an existing HCM journey template that you've already built, you're going to be able to add the new task type of process automation, meaning you won't have to start from scratch. Once we've selected the task type, we need to specify whether this task is starting the process or checking on the status. Both can be used within an individual journey, but you must always include the start process first. Next, we have available to us all of the processes contained within the Process Cloud. Each provides us with the ability to integrate with external actors such as facilities managers, third-party systems such as badging providers or background checking solutions. It's possible to have tens, if not hundreds, of available processes to select from. However, in this case, we'll select the employee badging process. So let's take a quick look at the process that we will be initiating. So here we're looking at the Process Cloud landing page, which lists all of the applications within this instance. Okay, so we're going to look at the employee badging process. Here we see a list of all of the artifacts which make up the employee badging application. We'll take a look at the structured process flow. Here we have 3 swim lanes. The process user swim lane details all of the integration tasks. Then we have the employee swim lane, which details the tasks for the new hire user. And then finally we have the facilities manager swim lane, where the tasks associated to the approval of the process are captured. Starting at the top left-hand corner, we have the start event, which represents the nudge from the HCM journeys task, Get Access Badge. Then we have a couple of service tasks where Process Cloud retrieves data from HCM. The review upload photo task is dynamically assigned to the new hire to upload a photograph of themselves into the system. The grant badge access privileges is assigned to a facilities manager, where the photo is reviewed to ensure that it meets the badging requirements, and then based on the outcome of the task, we have a decision node, where the process is either routed back to the new hire, or is approved, in which case it's sent to the Generate Badge ID task. At the Generate Badge ID task, a REST call is made including the photo and a number of data attributes, which will be sent to a third-party badging access provider. This, in turn, will provide a REST response payload, which will contain an ID, which will be updated back into HCM onto the external identifier profile page of the new hire. Finally, a confirmation email will be sent to the new hire, informing them of the status of their badge. Let me show you how easy it is to build a form in Process Cloud. So this is a no-code development environment, meaning that the ramp-up time to building working applications is much lower than traditional development. Forms allow users to interact with the business process, collecting extra data, enriching existing data, and making approval decisions on routing of tasks. On the right-hand side, we have palettes of UI widgets from which we can build a form by simply selecting and dragging into the main area. Once the UI widgets are there, we can start to define attributes around their behavior. UI widgets at runtime can be populated by users or via static lookup tables or dynamic lookup tables, or as the result of REST calls to HCM or other REST-enabled systems. So as the data is captured, either via forms or connections to external systems, the resulting business data can be made available to all the subsequent tasks in the process. This can be done via simple or complex data transformational mappings. In this example, an earlier call has provided data from core HR and is mapping across to the UI form for the review and upload of photo tasks. You'll see the new hire's name, email address, and business unit have been captured. Okay, so now let's take a run through this from the end user perspective. So it's David Parker's first day at work. He's been assigned the onboarding journey we just set up a few moments ago. So I'll navigate to My Journeys, and I'll see that I've been assigned the onboarding journey. So I can go through and complete a number of these tasks, but instead let me just focus on the Get Access badge. So we have now initiated the process. So David will receive an email notification that will direct him to the Process Cloud landing page or a direct link to the specific task for reviewing and uploading a photograph. In this instance, we're not going to worry about an email. We're just going to go straight into the Process Cloud landing page. And here we'll see that a task has been created for David. So David needs to review the data which is being pulled from core HR, confirming that it is correct. And then he needs to upload a photograph into the system. Okay, so once he's done that, he'll go ahead and hit submit, which will move the process to the next step, which is the review by the facilities manager. So the facilities manager works for the landlord of the building and is also not in the HCM system. But the way that Process Cloud is set up, he's still able to get access to be able to go in and approve a task. So I've now logged into Process Cloud as the facilities manager, and I'll see that there's a task there waiting for me to action. So I'll see a read-only view of the data pertinent to my task, and also I need to add some additional values to the data flow. So I need to specify the business park that David will have access to, and addition some access type information. And let me just review the photograph. That looks great. So I'll just go ahead and approve that. So now behind the scenes, Process Cloud is making that initial cloud to the third-party badging provider to generate a badge. The badging provider will return a unique identifier, which Process Cloud will then pass to HCM and add this to the external identifier section of David's record, again via another REST call. And then finally an email will be sent to David confirming his new badge has been created. Let's take a look at that. And there we see the access badge confirmation email, which has been generated. So some information relating to the next steps in regards to how to retrieve the badge and a mock-up of what the badge will look like. So that completes the setup of a Process Cloud task and the end user walkthrough for a simple badging access request. Thank you.